All right, boys. Well, I'm in the middle of an F1 co-op race with Nepo. More Nick 2018 YouTube channel is a brand new channel that we have up, so that this main Nick 2018 channel stays only FIFA 23 and stuff. But we'll put the link to the More Nick 2018 channel there. If you guys are a fan of the co-op series with Nepo, we'll allow you guys to jump onto that channel, subscribe to that channel, and then you'll get the latest co-op episodes as well, if that's something that you're missing out on. Now, in terms of today's 23 releases, I believe it's the best Premier League players, the top 25 Premier League players. So I think having a look at their stats would be great. Unfortunately, it looks like this is the only page that gives us access to this type of stuff. So we've got Laporte at 86 rated, Mendy at 86 rated. I got a lot of stick for a few of my opinions on the ratings yesterday, but what would be a FIFA new Ultimate Team ratings release if people weren't mad at everyone else's opinions on players, right? I think that's kind of one of those things. You should see my Twitter mentions from yesterday's post about Neymar, Salah, Son, and that type of stuff. You'd think I drop-kicked someone's puppy instead of just commenting on what I thought would be good for the game in terms of the ratings being too high, etc. So anyways, Mendy's rating is crazy high in my opinion. Laporte, I guess, is what it is. De Gea 87 rated and Lloris 87 rated. What do we think about that? Also just too high rated in my opinion. Honestly, I find both De Gea and Lloris too high rated. So far I find every Premier League player's rating too high. But anyways, we move on. Trent as an 87 I think is fair. Once again, I don't really understand how the mechanics of the in-games work, because how do these stats equate to 87 rated? There must be huge weight on passing, and he must have a couple of good dribbling, maybe, and some defensive. I mean, probably shouldn't have a lot of defensive boosts, but nevertheless, Trent is a baller. Even though he's a bit susceptible in defense at times, still an absolute baller. This Coolie Daddy might be a very expensive card at the start of the game. We also have Web App Confirmation. The 21st of September, my friends, is the Web App Confirmation. So the PC FIFA 23 Poor Man Road to Glory should, unless there's some hiccups, be starting the 21st of September on stream. We're going to be grinding the web app, figuring out and getting ourselves back into the world of Ultimate Team grinding and trading and seeing what we can do and how we can develop whatever starting stuff we have, at least for half an hour to an hour a day, depending on how the trading and all that goes. But just to confirm, web app is the 21st of September. That's an official date now that we've gotten, and I'm pretty excited about that. I believe the web app for FIFA 22 is going down the 16th, so in 2 or 3 days, if you guys had anything to do, if you're still on that godforsaken game release. Nevertheless, Koulibaly looks incredible, looks to be expensive. Trent still an 87. I mean, you know what? I haven't watched much of Trent. I know he's been injured for a bit here and there. I haven't watched much of Trent, so I don't have too much of an opinion on him. I think Rodri is still probably underappreciated and maybe not underrated. Definitely not, because I think 87 rating is still just very, very high for a lot of players. But nevertheless, I think this Rodri at 87 is fair rated. I wonder if the stats are not the best, though. We need to kind of see his in-games. I feel like his shooting, his passing, at the very least, got to be better, no? I don't understand why they feel the need to, like, kill off so many of these stats. Now, again, maybe EA are trying to do what I've been asking, where they lower the stats of these players so that they have a higher ceiling and a higher window to improve over the course of the year. But if you're going to lower these stats, like, this card is not an 87, this Trent, right? He's more like an 82 or an 83. Fair. This card, 83 maybe. Fair. You know, this card, 84 maybe. Whatever. Fair. I really think had they actually done that, it would have been such a help to the game's progression over time. And I want to stick to that opinion. People think that I still am trying to say that, like, Vinicius Jr. is too high rated, or that Neymar is... You just said that ratings are too high, but you want Neymar to be of equal standing to this player. The ratings are too high, but we can still argue of where players are supposed to position in terms of their rating, whether it's 87 or down to an 83 versus their compatriots around them, right? Hopefully people can understand that. Anyways, we move on. Fabi got an upgrade, right? Although his card looks even more diabolically bad than ever. And again, it looks like pace has taken another hit for most players. But anyways, Fabi got an upgrade, but looks like a downgrade in his stats. I think he'll still be good, right? Once again, just whether or not slower paced guys are going to actually be useful. That's it. That's the discussion beyond that. Bernardo Silva in real life is such a pleasure to watch, man. He's such a baller. No wonder Man City didn't want him to go off to Barcelona, even though I think Barca's like his team or whatever. He's gonna, I mean, he already is, but he's gonna continue to ball out. And I like the card. I mean, again, I think the card is a bit weak in certain areas, but at the same time, kind of fair though, right? Especially because who knows, right? His finishing, his positioning might be really, really good. His vision might be really, really good. So certain aspects of this card, even though it doesn't look very nice on the face stats, looks good to me. I like this card. I mean, Dias and Cancelo, my God, up to an 88. Fair. Hopefully with the 5-star weak foot at left back. Again, with the dual positions, though, does that mean that Cancelo can play at right back on full chem without having to deal with that 7 chemistry cheese? That would be sick. I would assume that that would be the case. Then he gets a super link to Ruben Dias as well, if that's how the chem system works. I don't know. But both good cards, again, slow as all molasses, but very cool. This Cancelo is going to be very in demand. I think he's going to be very, 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 very in demand. Good card. If chem styles work the same, obviously a shadow will be thrown on this guy, or maybe even a hunter if you want right mid eventually. Haaland we've already looked at. Kante we've already looked at yesterday. Yesterday's video up on the channel. Ederson and Kane. I guess all of these guys we've already looked at, yeah? Have we looked at all these guys? Yeah, no, maybe, perhaps, yes. Yes, no? I think so. Yeah. I'm not going to repeat my same thoughts on everything. What I will say for the people that were abusing me on my opinion about Son and Salah, but specifically Neymar, you guys do make a good point, which is a point that I made then ignored when I said, oh my God, Neymar should be at least on equal terms with Salah based off of especially how Neymar's balling out right now. You guys brought a point up, which I brought out to you guys, and then I subsequently forgot about it when I made that opinion about Neymar being lower rated than Salah being incorrect. If you take pure statistics off of last season for Salah versus Son and Neymar, yes. But like on a per 90 minute, so hey, statistics can be fudged however you want to make your opinion count, right? But per 90, Neymar's stats, even for last year because of injuries and etc., still look very good. And I don't think anybody can deny, at least this season, Ney is utterly balling out and Salah is kind of in a lull in form, right? So there we are. And then someone also said, hey, dude, if you're mad that Neymar is whatever than Salah, you should be even more mad that De Bruyne is higher rated than Salah. People try to say I'm a Yank and don't know ball, and people are trying to say that De Bruyne shouldn't be 91 in compared to his other compatriots in the league. For real. Also saw someone say that Odegaard is the next best thing to De Bruyne in the league. Hey, Arsenal fans, calm down.